Okay, real quickly, we have to go. Let me just share something with you. These are the attributes of God. What happens in spiritual blindness is we do not know how to trust God. Because we're trusting what we can see, what we can hold on to, what we can possess, and our life amounts to what we can lose. And that's why people are backing toward heaven. Heaven is a loss because they're going to lose what they're really living for. Instead of saying it's all I have belongs to you. That was I don't know if that was Ken Pierpont's sermon, but it was about giving, I think, or his song we used to sing 20 years ago. But we turn over the ownership of everything to Christ, and we kind of give the title deed to Him. Okay, let's apply these 20 attributes of God, but not all of them. How about just the big 4 that all of us know? I mean, a lot of those, if you'd looked at the list, were kind of challenging from a systematic theology. But omnipresence, by the way, that word's not in the Bible. It's a Latin word, omni, all, and presence. So the all presence of God. Omniscio, the Latin word to know, so you know all things. And love, I mean, that we know God is love. 1 John says, omnipotent, all powerful. So let's take those and apply the attributes of God in order to start getting our lives and the problems in them into perspective. Because most people struggle when they face a challenge. A friend of mine says that we're all like tea bags, and problems are like hot water, and when you dip the tea bag in the hot water, whatever's inside starts coming out. So God likes to dip us. He likes to bring into our lives these struggles so that as we're being dipped in that hot water of our problems, we can see what comes out. And what we should see coming out is trust in the attributes of God. So let's just do some problems, okay? We take a financial hit. 2008, I remember when we came to Calvary, the elders told us that most of the people in town, their houses were underwater, which doesn't mean, the current river flooding problem. It was that they owed more than they were worth. Financial hits, or you lose your pension, or whatever. Or an accident, that crazy drunk hits you, or someone does something, or unexpected loss, the premature death, of a child, or of a beloved, family member, or even for ourselves, unexpected loss of anything dear to us, or, here's the big one, you get the test back, cancer. That's the hot water. The financial hit, the accident, the loss, the cancer. What are we supposed to be doing? If we are not spiritually blind, we're trusting God. We're holding His hand. We understand who He is, how great He is. His attributes are kind of like the foundation, the tent poles of our life. So let's apply them. God is good. That means He always loves us. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. And so we trust that. And it's kind of like a child trusting their parents that they will never do anything to harm them. And so they fling themselves at us. I used to love having, my kids run and jump to me, and they just totally trust you. You're good, and you love us, and we're going to trust you, and they'll sit on your shoulders, and ride around. And I've watched all of you, and I thought, how much fun. That's how I lost my hair, by the way. All those kids were pulling on it as they were riding the horse, And no, it wasn't really that. It was anxiety. No, not really. Omniscience. Now, actually, theologically, omniscience isn't a word in the Bible, but the theology term is there. It's actually, in theology, often called His wisdom, which means God knows everything. He doesn't count things. He doesn't discover things. He doesn't learn things. He's never surprised by anything. See, His wisdom, His omniscience, He knows. In fact, Jesus, boy, He really set the bar. Jesus not only knows everything, He knows that will happen, that did happen, that will happen, that He knows what can happen. Remember His story? He said, did you know if I would have preached in Tyre and Sidon, they would have repented. The people in Sodom and Gomorrah, if they would have seen me, they would have repented. Jesus knew what could have happened. He knows what does. He knows what will. He knows what could. He said that. Boy, that's the one to go with. That's better than artificial intelligence, That's real. How about omnipresence? when we're having the accident, when we're having the cancer, when we're having whatever, He's in the box with us. He's in the He's never going to leave us or forsake us. And then, nothing can happen that He doesn't allow. Do you know what omnipotence means? It means that no one overpowers the Lord. Not even your company, not even the prowler, not even the downturn. No one overpowers the Lord. He is all-powerful. The Lord wants us to know that either He's good or bad. And either He's wise, He knows, He's watching, He knows the end from the beginning, He has told us. Or He's dumb. Or He's all-powerful or He's weak. He let that one go by. You know, Christians act that way. Like, oh, the Lord let that one go by. I wish I would have let Him know about it, you know. He wouldn't have let that happen, you know. It's like our prayers are like God doesn't know what's going on. A lot of people are kind of catching Him up. No, really, I'm serious. We're supposed to rehearse His greatness and proclaim our trust in Him, not catch Him up with what's going on. Now, we can pour out our woe before Him, but it's in light of the fact He's all-powerful, not that He's weak. And He's either everywhere present or He's absent from our life. And our responses to the struggles of life declare our beliefs about God. You know what spiritual blindness is? Our responses to the struggles of life declare that we don't really trust God. We trust our riches, our jobs, you know, our aspirations and hopes and potential, but not Him. So, trusting God means nothing accidentally touches us because He's good and loves us. He's omniscient and knows everything. He's powerful and He's always with us. But the cause of spiritual blindness, Jesus said, is being wealthy. Nothing wrong with being rich. In fact, I know many, many rich people. It's amazing. There are a lot of them around. Nothing wrong with being rich. A lot wrong with desiring to be rich. And that's a problem a lot of people have. They have an insatiable desire to be rich. And the Lord says it's going to pierce you through with troubles. The other thing is being rich and thinking it belongs to you. If you're a Christian, it doesn't. It belongs to Him. And I can't bear the pain of taking care of all that stuff. It belongs to the Lord. I have to entrust it to Him. The effects of spiritual blindness is I can't trust God. The response I have to life's problems and all the difficulties and the unexpected things betray my lack of trust. One of the best known verses in the Bible, Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Let's say it. Do you all know it? Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. In all your ways acknowledge Him, and He'll direct your paths. Do you know what we're supposed to do? We're supposed to present everything back to Him. You know what one of the greatest things you could do at this Labor Day retreat here at Camp Barrackhill? Just say, Lord, I would thank You for the tractor beam, but I'm backing toward heaven. I would like to consciously give all my treasures, my hopes, my dreams, my children, my future, my career, and put it into Your hands. That's what we tell kids to do all the time. Romans 12, 1 and 2 is present your body as a living sacrifice. And if you present your body, everything's attached to it. You just give it all to the Lord. Did you know we take it back really quick? That's why it's not a one-time deal. We're supposed to be continuously renewing that giving back to the Lord. If you want to tune up your spiritual life, Jesus gave us the prescription for spiritual health in a dangerous world, and that's what we're studying this week.